And welcome back, everyone, to part 3 of What If Midoriya Had Kurama. Last time on the My Hero What If, I'm so used to the Dragon Ball and the Naruto, I got used to saying the My Hero, the MHA What If. Last time on MHA What If, Midoriya was the victor of the UA Sports Festival. With Kurama's power and One for All on his side, he overwhelmed Bakugo. Mind you, he did have to break his finger to do it, but it caught Bakugo off guard, because at this point, Midoriya is basically not broken bones very often. He's gotten that pretty down under control not to do that. So when he basically caught him off guard, just like, boom, just popped him out of the ring. Bakugo was pissed. But it's like, the winner is Mizuku Midoriya! And it's like, you've earned this, Midoriya. I'm proud of you. I am here. And Midoriya just says, I am here. He probably does try to, or maybe All Might even goes, you forgot to say I am here, but, we're just getting started. And you, Bakugo, second place is nothing to sneeze at. Get away from me, you. There you go. So after the fact, we would get to if I remember correctly, did the names come first, or did Shigaraki threatening Midoriya come first? I want to say the threatening Midoriya came first, then the hero names. Either way, one or the other. Midoriya is probably working on, something, just to do. And he says it, and Kurama's like, you sure you want to go with that name? Yeah, I'm sure. It's like, Deku's going to be the name of the hero. And then, Shigaraki and him have their meeting. Although, without Bakugo being there to really bother him, he's able to pick up on something, and he picks up on, hey, you're that kid from the sports was the one who won, right? That's awesome, man. And Midoriya's like, yeah, it is. I don't really know you. It's like, I wouldn't really move that much if I were you. If I put my Midoriya quickly just and like, and Midoriya, maybe he's able to get out of there. Whoa, no need to get feisty. Well, there's no reason to think did you think I was gonna hurt you or something? Come on. And I was like, yeah, I did. I remember that same feeling from the attack on the U.S. Again, I can't remember what the name of that dome is. I can never remember it for whatever reason. I haven't run down here. Hold on. Did I? USJ. Let's just say on the USJ. And I recognize that voice too. It's like, you were able to recognize me. Wait, no, you were able to fit. You knew I was here before, and you must have some sort of sensory ability too. That's really annoying. I honestly just came here to talk. Give me one reason why I shouldn't just rat you out right now. Because Midoriya theoretically could just blitz him right now. Well, you could, but you don't think you're forgetting several factors. One, I could easily grab any little pedestrian on the street, that woman, that man over there, maybe even that baby in the stroller, and you might put me down to the ground, but not before I rot them to the very dust, or rot them back down to the very dirt in the earth. And two, what makes you think I'm here alone? You really want to roll those dice, Midoriya? What do you want? What? Well, I honestly just came here to have a friendly chat, so why don't we get some tea and talk? And so they still have a conversation with each other. Oh, wait a minute. No, sorry. This happens after the hero killer Stain. Now I remember. Now I exactly remember that happened after Stain. So basically, Deku still chooses his name. So all that will still happens that way. I apologize for being out of order. I just watched a recent episode of Agatha. Everything, time is not linear at all. So Midoriya would meet Gran Torino. Now, does he still go to Gran Torino? Yes, because he was All Might's mentor, specifically. Despite the fact that he won, he would still go to Gran Torino, despite also probably getting a lot more offers from other heroes to intern with him. So he meets Gran Torino. And fire off a shot from your one for all. Let me see what you got. I don't really want to do it. I said, come at me, you neophyte. And Deku's like, all right, fine. He powers up one for all, which at this point he might actually be at around 10%. It's like, oh, so he's fast. And they actually duke it out for a little while. And Great Torino still is the better fighter, more experienced, and just frankly faster. Midoriya's not using Kurama's chakra at the moment. It's like the old coot's good, I'll give him that. Now, Toshinori also said you have a quirk along with him too. Well, not exactly. Yeah, that's right. He mentioned it's here. He's more like a tenant in there, isn't he? Hey, you Fox, are you listening to me? It's like, that's a little insulting. Hold on. What do you want, you old geezer? Saying, so you're some sort of demon that possessed me. I was like, despite my name, I'm not actually a demon, and it's insulting for you to call me that. What do you want? Oh, I'm just wondering, why are you inside this young boy? I'm not inside him by choice. The long and short of it is, in my own world, I thought I had died, but ultimately I reformed in this kid here. I could leave at any time, but this kid reminds me of someone, and I want to see, just like that someone, I want to see him do well. I'll stay until I think the time is right for him. He doesn't need me anymore. All right, very well. But I want to see just how strong you are. Midoriya, use it. Let me see how strong you are with this creature's power. And Midoriya goes, basically, we might not be able to do it in here. Oh, it's like, yeah, I can. I can get pretty high with his power, all things considered. But it would kind of wreck this place. All right, then let's go in the backyard then. And say, show me what you got. All right, this is the first stage of my art, kind of like with beer. Say, this is a Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. I can go down one. No, just do your best. And then he comes in and says, he's almost as fast as he is with his one for all. No, wait a minute. He's faster and he's hitting harder too. He must be augmenting his body with this energy. All right, this is one tier. And now, Grand Torino's literally just having to actually dodge. He can barely get through the chakra dome. Two tails! And then, all right, kid, that's enough. Wasn't actually going on. All that power. And he's only this young. And kid, tell me, kid, can you combine this with your one for all right now? Yeah, kind of. If anything, it's actually helping me get to higher levels even faster. Incredible. This kid's really going to be something else. All right, then. Well, we're going to keep, I think then the thing that we need to work on more than anything is your combat ability. He told me you've been learning how to fight for the Fox, right? Well, from what I see, you still need to sharpen your skills a little bit. But take it from an old pro, I can definitely polish those corners on you. All right, let's go. And Midoriya spends the next couple days getting his ass kicked, even using shadow clones, just using one for all, not the Fox's chakra. Obviously, Stain is out there. Ida finds Stain. Midoriya finds Ida. He senses Stain. Stain does nick him, though. It's like, can't remember, what is this? It's quirk, kid. It must be something to do with paralyzing and blood. It's like, yeah, possibilities. Ida! And then, I can't move. You might not be able to move, but my chakra can. And I was like, right. And all of a sudden, Stain swipes out, and he actually is caught. His sword gets caught by one of Deku's tails. He's got three of them out, and he just starts attacking Stain. He can still use his quirk, and attack even while he's paralyzed. This kid is something. I won't let you hurt him. And then obviously Shoto comes in with a fire. Stain would be on the back foot the rest of this fight. There is no him winning this fight. Then obviously the Nomo comes. Now Deku basically breaks out of this Nomo. The Nomo comes after him again. Then Stain's able to come in. Endeavor, hero killer, you fake. Come at me. There's only one. Come at me, you think I'll take you. The society needs to crumble. I'll say only one is worthy. All might is worthy. And passes out. Then the meeting with Shigaraki happens. I had to remember when and what took place. Then the final exams take place. Now, Midoriya and Bakugo working together here. And Midoriya is like, okay, how far... he's taking inventory of how strong he's come. He might even be up to 12% now, all one for all. Because again, Kurama's chakra, his training with that in Torino is really helping him use one for all quite effectively. He's almost at the point where he can throw the gusts of wind. And he asked Kurama after the training, where do you think we're at right now? You can handle up to 5 tails worth of my... We're getting along. We're getting there pretty quick. Your body is almost capable of handling my full power. But if I were to do it, if I were to do that, it probably wouldn't go well the first time around. I want to wait till we can get to the full 9 tails of the V1 cloak before we really try to go all out. Keep in mind, because he doesn't have the seal nor is he an incarnation of Ashura, his Kurama mode probably wouldn't look like Naruto's, that golden glow. But I'm willing to make an exception just for better aesthetics. And it would essentially be stronger than it would basically be probably the equivalent of the full 9 tails. And in fact, that probably is the end step, is to hit the full the V1 9 tails, and that's the KCM1, then full Bijou mode, all that. Bijou mode, when am I going to probably implement Bijou mode? That's a good question. Because when would be a logical point? Because even if I do it, he's still not going to look the same as Naruto's. Even if I give him the V1 cloak, it would still probably be the golden Kurama, not this, sage cloak looking Naruto who can turn into the golden Kurama. I'd have to put him up against someone pretty large to fight, and he doesn't really do that, or like One for All or Shigaraki or something like that. Regardless, Midoriya is like, we need to just, come on, look, as strong as we both are, there's no way we can go toe-to-toe with All Might right now, which is fair right now, because even with all of Kurama's chakra, Midoriya probably is at best able to use 5 tails right now. Like, I'm steadily increasing the amount, which, like, All Might's not at his peak anymore, but that would be tough for Midoriya to still beat him, because he got more experience, and he knows he can take the hits, so he might not hold back. And obviously Bakugo's not having any of it, and he tries to smack Midoriya, but Midoriya's like, what are you? You get out of my way! And then obviously, oh, little squabbles are we? Well, don't worry, heroes. I'm here to end your little squabbling. And so, obviously, All Might starts wrecking shop with him. Midoriya's not given time to think, and luckily him and Kurama kind of get out of there as Bakugo's just being an idiot. Midoriya, though, does finally just kind of actually hits All Might, and All Might feels like, that's quite the attack, Midoriya! Boom! It's like thunderclaps. And obviously they have to still team up using the gauntlet, blasts All Might. He then holds All Might down. Bakugo, got you! Like, we have to get out of here now. And he's just running as fast as he can. He's blitzed. He doesn't want to leave Bakugo, though, so he's not going all out. So he's not using One for All. He's using just Kurama's chakra. Obviously, All Might comes back. Eventually, Midoriya goes all out, One for All, and Kurama's chakra. So when he lands that punch, All Might just kind of not a bad punch at all, Midoriya. Here's he probably goes straight into a building. My word, man, they really are getting stronger. And so, there you go. This would lead to the forest training. We are flying by with these arcs, by the way. Obviously, Midoriya and Bakugo, Ida, and Shoto would be having the easiest time. Midoriya, though, couldn't sense the creatures attacking because they're just made earth. They have no sentience to them. And, they're taking care of business. The kid comes in, kicks Midoriya in the crotch. It's like, I'm sensing a lot of negative emotions off this. He seems very unhappy. Hi, how you doing? Boom! Or punches him. Like, dude, that was just such a douchebag thing to do. I don't care if you don't like here. It shows him freaking respect. To which if I had seen the kid do this, hey kid, boom! It's like, yeah, show some damn respect. He didn't do anything to you. Got it? But anyway, they didn't start working on their training. Midoriya is working on his quirk, and he's probably working with the Nine Tails, trying to master more of it, and trying to get One for All up to snuff as best as possible. He probably does get to the 15%, and him and Kurama maybe even push it all the way to the 6 tails. Then the muscular fight happens. And by the way, I think I'm not going to say anything about people being interested in Midoriya quite yet. We know Uraraka was kind of interested in Midoriya, but nothing concrete. And I did set it up at least a little bit, at least with one interaction, for the Sue to be interested in Midoriya. So there was no pairings by the end of My Hero, which is weird. With a lot of the other shonen series, there were pairings at the end. With Naruto, there were pairings. They had kids. In Bleach, they had kids. One Piece is still going. I'm not saying they all should have that, but at the same time, My Hero would have been one to do that with. Maybe I think Horikoshi though did similar to like how Kuba got rushed with Bleach. I think Horikoshi did get rushed with My Hero just because of his health, but it did still at least feel a bit more complete than say My Hero than Bleach did. Thank God for the 1,000-Year Blood War fixing a lot of stuff. Anyway, he comes in. And like this guy's no joke. He immediately goes at least into 3 tails. He's about at 50% strength. He maxes out his one for all. Throws a gust of wind. Muscular can just block it. And they clash. He's like, you're pretty strong, kid. But Midoriya's he'll just speed blitz and just poof, poof, poof. All right, that's enough of this. He grabs the door. He's able to catch Midoriya with like in his muscles. Like, finally found you. And then poof. It's like, yeah, but you're finally found you. You caught me. You can catch these hands. That's stupid, but I could see Midoriya maybe saying something like that. And Chrome's like, oh, what? He goes all the way to 5 tails. Just boom! Just makes a chakra fist. It's like, and now they're kind of duking it back and forth. Muscular is powerful, but he's now on the back. It's like, I'm gonna kill you! It's like, Kurama, right? And then goes to fall all the way to 6, channels it all into a big Rasengan, and then using one for all. Are you united? Are united? Fuck, smash! Boom! Not in the United States, but you know what I mean. And he even threw maybe with a gust of chakra or gust of strength from his one for all, launches it into Muscular. Naruto though is just complete. Naruto. Midoriya is just completely just like. I'm okay. I'm holding him, and his arms are still, probably numb, like he can't move them at all, but not broken, because Midoriya has really mitigated that problem, and so they're getting out of there in time. It's like, you had to use your quirk, didn't you? It's like, yeah, but I had to do the same. All right, you have permission to use your quirks, and obviously Midoriya gets in there, and unlike before, his arms aren't in a brace. Could Midoriya stop Bakugo from being caught? Because if I remember correctly, Bakugo even stopped. It said even no stop. Could he stop it? I don't think he could. Not in this case. He's too tired out. This leads to them rescuing Bakugo. The United States of Smash. One of the best lines in that entire segment too is, "Your punch still weak though. That's because I didn't put my back into it that time." And then you even see the look on One for All, or All for One with the eyes. She's like, huh? It's like, ah! And so, moving on, they would be developing their signature moves. So, I mean, Naruto and Foxy says there is something we can do. It's called the Tail Beast Bomb, but we're not at the point yet to be able to do that. I want to get you all the way to my full power before we can try that. You still got the Rasengan though, okay? You still got the Shadow Clones I taught you. You can also now do that Wind Gust. So I'm sure there's some things you can work out there, kid. It's all good. So Bakugo's still just like hating Midoriya right now, or at least upset with Midoriya. So the provisional license exam would happen. I am blowing past arcs right now, by the way. Holy crap. And I'm going to explain that. I explained it before, but I'm going to explain it again. Because they actually in each arc spend a lot of time focusing on a lot of people, not just Midoriya. Midoriya's screen time is limited in these arcs. Now, there are things we could certainly do with him, absolutely. But there's only so much like canon screen time we can do with him. Now, that said, though, I'm going to back up a little bit for the provisional license. And I think at almost 20 minutes, over 20 minutes, and running low on battery, we'll stop after the provisional license. There is a scene that where we know Uraraka is starting to fall for Midoriya, but we also know that Sue kind of apologized for not thinking of her friends, even though it's like, my friends call me Sue, and she's like, oh, yeah, man, it's okay. So then Midoriya even gives her a big hug because he helped save her the last time too, and Miss Sue's like, maybe she even blushes a little bit. Thanks, Midoriya. I really appreciate it. and they're watching him train. And Araka looks out and sees him training and kind of blushes a little bit. She's like, oh, Midoriya. But also, Sue maybe even looks out like, no, it's like, Midoriya. Sue's maybe getting a little crush. Like, God, I haven't read a lot of I haven't read fanfic in a while, and I didn't read a lot of My Hero fanfic, but like, oh, it's like, yeah, no, I'm in love with Midoriya, but I'm gonna focus on my hero career. It's like, yeah, it's the whole idea. Is like when I remember Masters in season 7 of House. Remember Masters? Side note, real quick here, we're tangenting, but hold on. When she said, "Oh yeah, no, I could become a doctor, friends later, all that stuff," like, look, that's your choice. Some people can do that and be fine. But that really hurt your social skills. You clearly didn't have a good understanding of the actual world, and good luck with that. And at 15, 16, like these characters would be, yes, you're trying to be heroes, but you're still teens. You're still young. You're still trying to enjoy your lives. You could die at any moment. Like, try to actually have a social life, a relationship, some romance. Because you might be so focused on your hero work that down the road that you might not have time to try to go and meet someone after the fact. It's kind of actually my philosophy on a relationship. Really, it's much easier for me to maintain a relationship than to wind up in a relationship. I'm not one of those people who just serial dated. I'm someone who wanted to meet someone, build a connection, go on dates, see if the chemistry romantically is there. And then maintaining that is a lot easier than trying to create it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the mindset of Araka. Maybe it would have worked out for you. We don't know. There was no pairings claimed in the final chapter. So who knows? Maybe you just wound up alone because of that. I'm not trying to be mean to Araka. I just think that was I'm going to be honest. I think that's a stupid mentality at that age, even in that line of work. So anyway, then we get to the provisional license exam, and luckily, thanks to Kurama, he can pick up where Toga is. Because even Danger Sense couldn't find her because she wasn't attacking him out of hate or malice. She was attacking him out of love. So she was naturally immune to the Danger Sense. She was a blind spot for it. But here, there is no negative emotion either. I should take that back. Well, there could be some malice. It's like there is some malice in her, definitely. But maybe not. Not this time. Actually, Kurama shouldn't be able to censor. I take it back. He shouldn't be able to censor it all. So, but Midoriya knows I can just put my chakra cloak up, poof, and basically the balls just boom. Nope, sorry. And then boom, it just throws the balls back with his chakra. And they're like, what? And Toga, or I can't remember Cassie. I think it was Cassie. Cassie says, wow, you're really cool, Midoriya. I want to get to know you even more. But she can't actually hit him, because he's got the chakra cloak up. So she's unable to, get the best of him like she did originally, hiding in his blind spots or whatever. Midoriya still ends up helping out his other class, so forth and so on, the best he can. And then comes the rescue part of the provisional license exam. And, he goes, are you okay? It's like, point in action. And, come on. Are you okay? It's all right. Come on. And he's using Kurama's chakra and his strength and speed to, help lift buildings, all that. And then, obviously, Gang Orca. And Midoriya probably isn't going to go all out. He's probably just going to do, a base Kurama chakra with One for All, the Russian. Gang Orca, Gang Orca, it cracks his gear maybe or something like that. But he's able to stop Midoriya, and Midoriya gets his license. So we're gonna end it there, leading into the fight. Now it's very clear. It needs to be made very clear here. Bakugo doesn't know he's got a borrowed quirk from All Might here. Remember, in part 1, where we kind of set that up, Midoriya just kind of claims, because he's got help. He knows that. He's gotten help from someone. He's never said who or how. But Bakugo can kind of maybe put things together a little bit. maybe not about the Fox, but his connection to All Might. We'll get to that in part 4, but man, I'm willing to bet we'll be done with this in 2 more parts. So my guess is the My Hero What Ifs are probably only going to be maybe 5 to 6 parts long, at least depending on the subject matter. If we're like doing like crossover stuff, that's different. I definitely would go longer than that, beyond that. But yeah, as it stands, yeah, these things are not going to be long. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.